This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, class. We are now in week 7, and hopefully, you've had some time to go through some of the information as you get ready to prepare your PowerPoint. Um, I have posted some tips for week 7 here in the announcements, so be sure to take a look at that information. And we'll kind of walk through what you're doing and have been doing for this week. So we are covering everything about PowerPoint. And you can see the objectives are listed here for you, and that there are videos as part of the lecture. And for this week, you are going to be creating a PowerPoint and adding photos. You can also add video. However, when you get ready to present next week, there are certain things you will not want in your PowerPoint, but you will learn how to do that this week. So as you go through the lecture content here, be sure to read through each of it. Um, some of it should be a review since we've already talked about the quick access toolbar and ribbon and backstage view. There are a couple activities though to get familiar with that in PowerPoint. And we start out with a real basic information of adding and deleting slides. This video is only about 3 minutes. And then we'll talk about different ways that you can view PowerPoint. And there's an activity for you to read and follow through as you open PowerPoint on the different options of how you can view it. One thing I do want to point out is when you do present during week 8, you will be using GoToMeeting. And when you put your screen in full mode to share so we can see your PowerPoint, you will not actually be able to see the notes page view. So if you are using that feature, I recommend you print your PowerPoint and have those notes available as you're presenting during week 8. And you'll learn more about how to do all of that in these little tutorials. Um, as you go through, we'll look at how you can view multiple presentations at one time, moving around your presentation, working with text, and then right here is creating your first PowerPoint presentation. Click the link, and it might take a little while to download. Some of these are larger than others. And once it downloads, go ahead and open that. And these are actually PowerPoints that have, some of them have embedded video in them. It gives you some directions here for how to open those. And so it has opened, and you can see it here. This is referencing 2010, but the information is still really good. Make sure you actually go through all of this information, and you'll see there's actually some practice questions, and you may see those again during your work this week. So hint, hint, be sure to go through each of those and make sure you're familiar with those review questions because you might see some of them again. And then there's activities for you to practice what you're looking at and doing. And then here's another tutorial on adding photos. You're going to download that. Adding videos to your presentation, make sure you download that. This covers transitions and animation, which are, I think you'll find fun features to play with. There's some tips and tricks as well. And then how to make wow-worthy presentations. Be sure to take a look at that. So that covers your lecture material on the week 7 PowerPoint. And as a reminder, you do want to keep up with your forums. They really do impact your grade. They're really an important part of the course. So make sure you're posting on time. You have 2 of them. One is looking at PowerPoint versus another similar software. And the other is questions about presenting and any questions from the material. So make sure you're posting on time and replying to at least 2 of your classmates to receive full credit. And we'll go ahead and look real quick at the handouts and web links page. Um, if we go, and we got to scroll all the way down because we're already at week 7. It feels like the session has gone really fast. So you'll see over here we have information on reducing the size of PowerPoints. This is good information if you ever have to email a PowerPoint or document. Sometimes you need to compress that because email has limits on attachments and things. And then there's this tutorials on the tips and tricks as well. It shows you it's about 15 minutes, adding photos about 36 minutes, videos 26 minutes, so you can plan your time appropriately. And then there's a quick reference guide. You might want to actually print that. There's information if you ever wanted to embed audio. And then here's that creating your first PowerPoint presentation. So make sure you are looking at all that information this week. It'll really help you out. For your coursework assignments, as I mentioned, you do have 2 forums to complete this week. You also, if you have not already taken it, have a PowerPoint quiz, and going through all that information will really assist you in getting a wonderful grade on your quiz. And then you will be creating your PowerPoint presentation. That is due on Sunday. And you can, for the presentation, if you want to embed video and use transitions and animation, you can, but you will not want that in the version that you present for week 8. So that is up to you. You do, even though you're doing a presentation and not a paper, make sure you have a solid introduction. You will be using the internet to conduct research, so you do need to cite your sources. And you can just do that and do like a reference slide at the end. Use your APA formatting for that. And you also want to use a theme, images, and links. These are specific things and skills that I want to know that you can do. And you're going to address how you can disseminate information using social media. I will also be grading on your mechanics. And, kind of keep in mind that you will be presenting this virtually next week. So there's your overview for week 7 on your PowerPoint presentation. And there's a rubric so you can see exactly the items I'm looking for in your presentation so you can make sure and get a fabulous grade on your work. I hope everything is going well in the course for you. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to let me know. I sent each of you an email already regarding your presentation times. And I've also posted those here for you in the announcement, so it's up here available. Just a couple things to keep in mind. If for some reason you need to reschedule, please let me know via my cell phone as soon as possible. I will open up the meeting rooms about 5 minutes prior, so everybody can have time to get in, get organized and settled. And if for some reason you need to reschedule or cancel, and there's a session available after yours that is scheduled, you're welcome to pop into that presentation. Just make sure you're on time because we don't want to interrupt anybody during their presentation. And I hope you're excited to present on week 8. It's always a fun opportunity for each of us to get together. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be in touch and help you get prepared for week 8.